Time now for the Zack Martin Show here on 105.3 The Fan on your home of the Cowboys. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper, an official soft drink of the Dallas Cowboys. And he's in the building. Good afternoon, Zack. How the heck you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Well, we're doing great. It's the New York Giants this week, and you guys have absolutely owned them over your time with the Cowboys. 40-0 week one. Why do you think you guys have always matched up so well there, Zack?
I don't know. Obviously divisional opponent there. So, always a little extra on the line in those games. And, it's going to be another big one on Sunday. I know they're going to lay it out on the line. And, anytime you go against a team that, is struggling a little bit record-wise, you got to be ready for them to kind of throw the kitchen sink at you. So we got prepared for everything.
It is a division rival. Have you ever thought about doing the Aaron Rodgers thing when you're walking off the field in New York, saying like, "I own you"? Remember when he did that to the Bears?
No, I don't.
We are going to work.
We got to deal with Big 97 in there and some other guys. So
yeah,
we're just keep about our business.
Okay, you brought up the finger sniff last week. We talked to you about this. I didn't see CD doing it.
Did he not do it?
He was doing a different version of like letting the people know that he got a first down, but it didn't involve the sniffing of the finger. I was a little bit disappointed for sure.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
But hopefully, I mean, we got a lot of people that are interested in hopefully getting you to do one of those. So we're all eyes on it right now. We're looking forward to it.
I'll be there. I'll be all over it.
Do you have your own celebration in mind if you were to pick up a ball or get a ball in some way or another?
I've never. I mean, I've recovered a fumble like late on it, but I've never advanced the ball. So, not on the forefront of my mind there on what I would do if I actually touched the ball and advanced it.
I like your chances to get in, Zack. You look pretty hard to bring down.
Nimble.
At any point in your football career, throughout the Pee Wee days or the middle school, high school days, did you ever tote the rock?
Oh no, I was handing the dirt guy. I was the leagues I played in growing up. You had the stripes on the helmet, so I was always double or triple striper, which is a strictly hand in the dirt.
Hell yes.
We had the triple stripe where you could only play offense too, which was
no.
Yeah, I had to cut some weight one year. I think it was my 6th grade year, so I can make double stripe and play defense.
Did Zack? Did they weigh you like opening day? Like
yeah,
before,
it was
when your dad runs you up there and you have to get on the scale.
Yeah, it was
in
like
front
a
of
one-time weigh-in.
Yeah.
And I remember one year, it was my 6th grade year. And I remember in the summer I weighed myself and I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to play defense. So I lost like whatever it was, 10 or 15 pounds that summer in 6th grade so I could make sure I could play defense.
Well, wait, did you, like after the weigh-in, did you go to White Castle?
Oh, yeah. I remember it was like the first time I ever cut weight, didn't eat the entire day of the weigh-in, just drinking minimal water.
Yeah.
Just downing it. I love it. Is there any truth to, in your high school days, you had the nickname The Butcher?
This is probably the number one asked question I've gotten since being in Dallas over the last 10 years. I've never heard of that. I'm aware that it's on my I'm aware it's on my Wikipedia page, but I do not ever recall being called the Butcher.
Have you had a nickname during the course of your playing career?
I mean, my nickname in growing up was Goblin.
Okay,
Gob.
That's why you got the Gob
my
70.
handle. Yeah, that was everyone back home calls me that.
The Gob.
Guys, girls, parents, everyone calls me Gob.
Well, Walchuk got ball sacked by the Butcher situation.
That's why I asked. I was like, is this true? I don't know. I mean, is it a Butcher or not?
Do you guys move inside today with the rain going on?
We were inside on the turf.
Now, are you one of those guys that likes playing in the rain? Is that fun or?
Maybe when I was younger, not as much now, but it's just kind of annoying more than anything.
Yeah, it is. It is. I get you, especially in Dallas. It can rain hard. It's
yeah. And we don't ever have to worry about. I'm trying to think the last big rain game we had.
We played Miami one time. Miami was
Buffalo in 15.
Yeah,
it was in December and it was raining. It was right at the cusp of being snow or rain. New England in 19.
Commanders sometime. It was one of those Commanders games having a rain.
Yeah, that was in 2020. I think I don't think I played that game, but 2019 New England at New England. That was another one of those 40, 45 and rainy.
You got a pretty good memory. You got a memory for these games, don't you? Can you pick out a lot of them?
Yeah. I can pretty much remember all the games throughout.
Ooh. Okay, we were playing earlier Joe Burrow
calling plays in the huddle. If you ever had to, let's say something happened and Dak got a fly in his mouth or something, and you've got to rattle off a play call, could you do it?
Yeah, I mean, if I had a microphone in my helmet.
And you'd be, could you give us a little sample on what that sounds like?
Well, the thing people don't understand, I try to explain because everyone's always comes to me like, oh my God, those play calls, how do you follow along? It's
so
like,
long.
in our world, I'm listening for like a one word out of all that he's saying.
Slide or
yeah, like
our
protection call or like the number for the run game.
Right,
like
right.
It could be a long sentence, but if I hear the formation and the protection, those are the two things I need to hear.
Okay, what would you pick out of this one here? If I give you grizzle left tight F fly pass 37 punch waggle help baby dizzy X fan on the turbo, does anything stand out to you there? That's a Bengals play call.
Yeah, the 37 punch. That sounds like that would be something I would need to know on the turbo. That sounds like a cadence. That sounds like something I would want to know. But all that other stuff.
Okay, speaking of the cadence and stuff and things you'd want to know, did you see how insane it was what was going on with Minnesota and the Vikings and Josh Dobbs stepping in, and he's like he just arrived to the team in the middle of the week, and then the quarterback gets hurt in the game, so he's got to go in, and he's having to go over his cadence with his offensive line and his center because he hadn't done it yet. Like the level of difficulty there.
Oh my gosh, that was hats off to Dobbs. That was pretty impressive. Just because we know how much time goes into all these meetings and everything during the week to kind of cram everything in. So the fact that he got there last week, and I think he said he didn't. The first time he threw to the receivers was in pregame warmups. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So hats off to him.
Hey Zach, I have to ask you a question about the something I noticed when I was watching the All-22 on the Schoonmaker play, and they got the blitz from Morrow, the linebacker. It like you went down inside and then Steele went outside. Is that just a free runner that you guys?
No, that was a FUBAR. I gotta come out there in the B gap and take the hit off that linebacker.
Okay.
I followed Fletcher down in the A gap, but yeah, no, that was on us.
Okay, because I was watching, I'm thinking like, man, usually I think Zach would probably bumped out here on this one. Probably
like
that
cover
one up.
zero down down there. So
well, thank you for your honesty, man. I'm just trying to learn. And
that one was on me
appreciate
there.
you, brother, doing that. Thank you.
Well, let's keep trying to learn. I'm curious from your standpoint, because there's been times in your career with the Cowboys that you guys have run a ton of successful screens, and lately it seems as though that might be a little bit of a challenge. What's the key to running a successful screen?
Yeah, screens are. There's some moving parts in the screen, but the big thing is these D linemen are getting pretty good at sniffing them out. So the important thing is, if you're covered, you've got to either make sure that he rushes up the field, or if he doesn't, then kind of hang back on the line, and the next lineman's kind of got to replace. So, they become harder and harder, but they're definitely a big part of what coach wants to do, and their big play potential. So execution's got to be at a premium when we're doing those.
Zack Martin with us. There was a story this week. They're talking about Tyron Smith maybe not practicing the rest of the season, just going out there and playing games. Are you goats just so dialed you can just step in there and play on Sunday, be good to go?
I mean, Tyron is he's a mutant. I don't think I can do that, but Tyron, man, he's a freak, man. So
I'll tell you what, Zach. I mean, he was incredible. It was like turn back the clock day. How dominant he was in that game.
Oh my gosh!
It was
he was lights out.
Snap.
And, we're obviously a better football team when he's on the field. So whatever he's got to do to be out there.
If you could take one attribute from Tyron Smith and make it yours, what would it be?
Arm length, probably. Arm length and just overall strength and power.
Well, I mean, do you ever marvel at the crap that you do? Like when you envisioned your football career, have you sort of surpassed what you envisioned for yourself?
Yeah, I would say I always had goals coming into playing professional football. I don't think they were maybe as lofty as some of the things that I've accomplished, but the big thing now is you're always chasing to be that that player that you've been throughout your career. So that's a big thing for me over these years. As you get a little older, you're constantly chasing trying to keep that standard high.
Yeah, who's putting you in the Hall of Fame? Who's gonna present you for the Hall of Fame? You ever
Well,
you
we
ever
got to
give that any
get there.
thought?
Yeah, we
Oh
got
no,
to
you're
get there.
they're there. Just start thinking about those things. while
Yeah,
you're
gold's
at
your
it.
color. You already know that.
Yeah,
Golden
just,
Domer.
yeah, that golden domer. Put the jacket on. You'll be
go.
good to go.
Get Gojo back in here. Maybe he can do it.
Yeah, Gojo would be good. That'd be good.
I like the nickname Gojo. I didn't.
Yeah.
Is that kind of new?
It might be.
Gojo.
I think he's been rocking with that since he got in the media world.
Okay, yeah.
years.
I like that Gojo.
We were doing some food duos earlier, like what's the best food combinations, peanut butter and jelly. Do you have one that stands out to you personally?
Peanut butter and jelly. What else?
Steak and lobster, anything like that.
Grilled cheese tomato soup was on there. Spaghetti
that's
and
not bad.
meatballs.
Milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies. I love me some milk and cookies. Peanut butter chocolate.
Yeah.
Anything peanut butter chocolate, I'm all over.
The Reese's is the go-to.
yeah,
of all
that's
the
my
okay.
number one.
Coors
my guy.
Light and a brat.
Coors Light and
that.
brat. Okay.
Beer and pizza.
Do you go with A1 on steak?
No, come on, man.
I thought so.
What are you gonna slap the cook in the face too, or what?
I love you.
Hey, you want to give away some Cowboy tickets?
Sure.
Okay, just say caller number 10, you win.
Caller number 10, you win.
Thank you, Zach. We'll catch up with you next week, man. Give him help.
All right, appreciate y'all.